Good morning to everyone. We are going to discuss about the matter around us, ninth class students. Right. Yesterday we have given up to this sixth page number properties of the solid, liquid, gas. Shape is fixed. Liquid is also liquid not having the fixed shape. Gas are not having the fixed shape. Value of the solid fixed, liquid fixed, but value of the gas is indefinite. Indefinite means not fixed. Okay, compressibility not possible for the solid, compressibility possible for the liquid and gases. Diffusion possible for the all three states of the matter, that is solid, liquid, gas, can diffuse from one place to another place. Okay, now can matter change its state or not? We are going to discuss now. Right. So we must have seen many other materials that can exist in different states. Okay, for example, if we take the water, okay, water which is present in the form of ice only, ice. Okay, that is solid state now. That is solid state. When you heat this ice, when you heat it up, this ice, then automatically it is going to be changing into the form of water. Water will what? It is liquid form. Okay, if you heat again and again this water, then automatically after 10 minutes it is going to be changing in the form of water vapor. Water vapor. Okay, this water vapor which is present in the form of gas. So like that, every matter going to be changing from solid to liquid, liquid to gas, liquid to gas. Like that, it is going to change its state. State nothing but what? Existence of its appearance. That is called state. Existence of its real appearance. That is called what? State. Okay. So solid changes to liquid, liquid changes to gas. Okay. This is a consequence. It is a proper phenomenon of the every matter. That matter should solid should changes to liquid, liquid should changes to gas. For example, if you take the coconut oil, okay, coconut oil which is present in the different boxes, they are going to be filled up. Okay, this coconut oil sometimes it is liquid in the most probably it is going to be present in the form of liquid. The liquid changes to solid because of the coolness, cold or climatic conditions changes. On cooling it becomes solid. Okay, like camphor you know, Arati Kapuram, okay, that will be present in the form of solid only, even naphthalene balls which we are going to call as dambar golilu, okay, that is in Telugu. Okay, right. So those naphthalene balls which will be repel the moths or cockroaches and which can protect our cloths from the damage, which can protect the cloths from the damage. Like that, naphthalene balls we are going to use. This camphor can be used in the prayer time. Okay, even in temples. Okay, these are present in the form of solids only. Both camphor and naphthalene balls present in the solids. Even iodine is also present in the solid. Okay, ammonium chloride is also sometimes present in the solid. But when we heat them, when we supply heat energy to them, this solid converting in the form of gas directly, avoiding the liquid state. There is no existence of liquid state. Direct solid converting into gas. Okay, like that. Okay, some substances that change directly from solid state to gaseous state and gaseous state to directly solid state without passing through the liquid state, that phenomenon is called as sublimation. That phenomenon is called what? Sublimation. Okay, right? Is it like? Now, solids, liquids, gas are the states of matter, but you need to think about why are the properties of same matter different in different states. Okay, so properties of same matter different in different states. Why? What is the reason? Because the particles which are present in various materials, they are going to be designed in different way. That's why the properties also going to be changes. Okay. Now some substances can change, okay, from solid state to directly gaseous state. That phenomenon is called as sublimation. That phenomenon is called what? Sublimation. Okay. Some substances directly changing from solid to gas, avoiding the liquid state without passing the liquid state. The phenomenon is called as sublimation. Okay, is it clear now? Right. So we are going to think when does the water change into ice and then into water. Okay, ice from ice to into water vapor. Why does the gases diffuse faster than the solid side? Liquids. Okay, scientists have tried to explain the facts by examining the physical nature of the matter. Okay, what is the matter made up of? What present in the matter? What present in the matter? I will explain now. Right. All matter is made up of very teeny particles. Very teeny particles. All the matter is made up of very teeny particles. These particles are going to be called as atoms. Atom means tom. Tom means what? Divisible. R means not divisible. Indivisible in nature. Atom is what? The particle which is indivisible in nature. But scientifically it is going to be divisible. That will discuss in the next class. Okay, right? First listen this. Okay, teeny particles are going to be called as atoms. Okay, right? These particles, the smallest particles which are going to be present, they are going to be made the matter very bigger in size. These smallest particles, okay, included with one another. Okay, included with one another, they are going to be tied up with one another. They are going to be attracted with one another and having a big substance. Okay, made them into a big substance or matter. Okay, they are going to form like a matter. Okay, when the matter cut into different pieces, or when the matter is going to be make them into pieces, then the smallest, sometimes invisible also, that is called as an atom. That's why matter is made up of teeny particles. Those teeny particles are called as atoms. Okay, right. Now, for this we need some details about the particles which are arranged inside the various forms of the matter. We are going to discuss now. Activity 7. Right. Take a beaker with water, add 1 or 2 crystals of potassium permanganate and dissolve them in water. Okay. Take a beaker, add 1 or 2 crystals of potassium permanganate, KM4. Right. Added, and after a few minutes, this total water becomes into pink color solution. Pink color solution. Solution, why it is called solution? Solution is what? Any solvent mixed with other things that can be called as solution. Okay. Any other substance added to the water, then it will be called as solution. Okay. Now, so now take out approximately 10 ml of solution. From this, take out approximately 10 ml of solution in a particular test tube. Right. This is what 10 ml, that is test tube. Right. Again, it is now take out and add to it 90 ml of clear water in another beaker. Take this 10 ml from the solution and take another beaker. Okay, in this 90 ml water, clear water, 9 ml clear water, and the above 10 ml solution. 10 ml this solution. From this solution 10 ml which you have taken in the test tube, the test tube solution we have to pour in another beaker. Okay. Like that, when we add, again take out 10 ml of this solution from 90 ml, 90 ml plus 10 ml added now. Okay, 90 ml water and 10 ml this solution, prepared solution that. Okay, again from this beaker take 10 ml solution, 10 ml pink color solution, add another beaker. That beaker also having the 90 ml water in them and add this solution. Okay, like that we are going to be changing. Okay, 90 ml another clear water and 10 ml before solution. Like that we are going to change. Lastly, what will happen? Lastly, is the water in the last beaker still colored? No. 5 times, 6 times if you do like that, intensity of pink color solution is going to be changing. Okay, intensity is going to be changes. Several interesting conclusions can be drawn from this above activity. Okay, we can conclude that there must be several tiny particles in just 1 crystal of potassium permanganate. So, what we are going to say? We are going to say that even small crystal, a small amount of the matter, they are consisting thousands of tiny particles. Thousands of tiny particles. Those tiny particles can be called as what, ma? Atoms. This is what? Atoms. Right? Is it clear now? So, similarly, a few crystals of copper sulfate also, if you take, blue color solution is going to be appeared. Okay, like that. If you add one beaker to another beaker and one beaker to another beaker like that, lastly 5 times, 6 times if you change the different types of beaker, then automatically intensity means color appearance is going to be decreased. Okay, right. So activity 8. There exists space between particles or not? Right, we are going to think now. For example, definitely there exists some space in between the particles of the matter or not? We are going to check now. Right. Take a graduated beaker. Graduated beaker is what now? The beaker which consisting the scale on it like this. Okay, this is 0 ml, 5 ml, here 5 ml, here 10 ml, here 15 ml, okay, 20 ml, right, 25 ml. This is what graduated beaker. Okay, in this we are going to take in some amount of water which will be present up to this 15 ml. Okay, right. To this add some salt with the help of a spoon. Add some salt with the help of a spoon. Okay, this is called what? Salt. If we add a less amount of, small amount of this salt, then automatically what will happen? Stir it thoroughly with a glass rod. Observe if there is any change in the water level. No change. Why? What is the reason? Lesser amount of the salt is there. Observe the, again add some more salt to this. Again another some more salt to this. Okay, some more salt. First time added. Okay, no change in the water level. Second time added. Okay, some change appears. Third time added. Third time also added. Again some change appears. So what will happen? At first time when you add, okay, from the activity 798, at first time we add, what will happen? Less amount is there. That's why they are going to be present in the gaps or space of the spaces, various spaces of the water particles. That's why it is going to be present along with the water. When we add the third time, fourth time, then automatically those spaces are going to be filled up with the salt particles. Then there is no space among the particles of a water. Then automatically what will happen? The particular salt is present at the bottom of the beaker, and this water level is going to be increases up to 20 ml. That is what some spaces. First we add some salt. That salt is dissolved and occupy the spaces of the water. Gaps. In the gaps, the salt is going to be present. But when the gaps filled by the salt particles, again we add second time, third time, fourth time, then automatically it doesn't fill the gaps. It is going to be present at the bottom. Then we are going to say water level increases. By this activity, what we are going to say that a liquid has some spaces between them. Okay, any liquid which is present, okay, that is having some spaces. Okay, right. Like this space or gap, is filled with the another foreign particles. Foreign particles, but solid or liquid other particles. Okay, this spaces are there, the spaces. Okay, right. Now, so every matter is having some space among them. Right. The solid particles enter into the space between the liquid particles on dissolving solid into liquid. What is solid here? Solid is a solid. Solid dissolving into liquid form, water. Okay, right. Is clear. Recall the insensitive activity. Okay, when you lighten the agarbatti, then automatically what will happen? The agarbatti is going to be spreading all over the room. Why? What is the reason? This room consists, various air particles, but air particles are gaseous particles. These gaseous particles having a much gap in between them, much space among the particles. That's why that incense stick or scent or agarbatti that can spread over all the matter. Okay, right. Is it clear now? Right. Now, particles of matter attract each other or not? Yes, they can attract with each other. Activity 9. Observing the force of attraction between the particles of matter. Open a water tap. Allow the water tap to reach the ground. Now try to break the water. Okay. For example, open the water tap with the effect of this nozzle is there. If you open the nozzle, then water comes. Then automatically water will happen. When it reaches to the ground, on the ground it is going to be flow. Okay, when you cut with the help of your hand, you are going to be stopping that. Then automatically it is going to be cut down. Okay, the flow of water is going to be cut down. Okay, can you break the stream permanently or momentarily? Momentarily you are going to break it. Are you able to break the stream of water anywhere from the tap to the ground? Yes. What is the reason behind the stream of water remaining together? Now try to break a piece of iron nail with a hammer. Are you able to do it? If yes, does it rejoin? No, iron nails doesn't rejoin, but water can rejoin with one another. Why? What is the reason? Water is having some elastic attractive forces which are present between the particles of the water or liquid forces. But solid forces, one solid to another solid, when you break this chalk piece, okay, when you break this chalk piece, for example, I am going to take, when you break it, are you reason it? No, not possible. Why? What is the reason? These are not elastic in nature, but water particles, they can elastic in nature. Even the gaseous particles, they can elastic in nature. Okay, attractive forces are very elastic in nature. Right? So already we have discussed about how diffusion takes place. Right? Why diffusion takes place? Because the elastic attraction forces between the one atom to another atom, that's why they can extend from some more longer distances and it can move very fastly. And the diffusion is possible because of the spaces among the particles. Okay, gaseous particles having more space in between the one atom to another atom, but liquid some are lesser space. Okay, in water we can take some are lesser space. Okay, but solids not possible. Some porous powder or some porous substance is there where it is consisting some holes, then only it is possible diffusion. Otherwise not possible. Why? Because it is the particles which are present in the solids very very tight and packed, close packed structure is there. But in liquids, some less packed. But in gaseous, the atoms are present having the more space in them. That's why diffusion is possible. Okay, you can see the diffusion of bromine when it diffuses through air. Bromine is a brownish colored gas. Brownish colored gas, it is entering into the air. Okay, hence diffusion is possible. Air is having a more space among them. That's why the brownish colored gas, bromine gas is going to be having the brown color fumes we are going to see. Brown color pores, a power అనేది బయట మనకు కనిపిస్తుంది. Okay, right? Like that diffusion is possible. Okay, right? Is it clear now? This is the total lesson matter around us we have completed. Thank you to all. Okay, right?